trusting life without control. If you really look at it, fear isn't about what might happen. It's about whether you believe you'll be okay if you stop managing everything. Control is not about power, it's about self-protection. And for most of us, control formed very early. In moments where safety wasn't guaranteed, where emotions weren't met, where the world felt unpredictable. So when awakening begins and awareness loosens the grip of control, fear shows up, not because you're unsafe, but because your system is learning something new. Today we're talking about trust, not as belief, not as spirituality, but as a nervous system reality. Welcome back to the I Am experience, where awakening becomes lived, not conceptual. This episode of Living as the I Am is about what happens when you stop trying to control life and start allowing yourself to be met by it. This is not about letting go all at once. It's about understanding why control existed in the first place and how trust grows naturally as healing happens. Control is often misunderstood. It's not arrogance, it's not stubbornness, it's not a flaw. Control is a learned response. When the nervous system experiences instability, it learns, if I stay alert, I'll survive. If I plan ahead, I won't be hurt. If I manage everything, I'll be okay. Over time, this becomes identity. You don't just use control, you are the one who controls. So when awakening or healing begins and that identity loosens, the system reacts. Not because life is dangerous, but because safety has been defined as control. Here's where inner work becomes essential. When you begin healing trauma, processing old emotions, releasing stored tension, and creating safety in the body, your internal dialogue changes. You begin to notice less harsh self-criticism, more patience with mistakes, more compassion toward discomfort, less urgency to fix yourself. This is not spiritual bypassing. This is the nervous system learning. I don't need to attack myself to survive. And when you stop attacking yourself internally, the need to control life externally begins to soften. This is a crucial truth. You don't experience life as it is. You experience life through your internal state. When the internal state is fearful, the world feels threatening. Uncertainty feels dangerous. The future feels unstable. When the internal state becomes regulated and compassionate, the world feels more neutral. Challenges feel manageable. Uncertainty feels tolerable. Nothing outside has to change. Your lens changes. And because your perception changes, your responses change. This is when life begins to reflect healing. As you heal, something subtle happens. You stop forcing outcomes. You stop pushing conversations. You stop chasing reassurance. And because of that, relationships respond differently. Opportunities align more naturally. Resistance decreases, not because life became perfect, but because you stopped meeting life from fear. This reflection builds trust, not as belief, but as lived evidence. You begin to think, maybe I don't need to grip so tightly. This is important. You cannot force trust. Trying to trust more is just control wearing spiritual language. Trust grows indirectly. It grows when the body feels safe, emotions are allowed, self-relationship softens, presence becomes familiar. Trust is not an achievement. It's a byproduct of healing. You don't let go of control all at once. You let go in layers. First, you let go of controlling your emotions, then your thoughts, then your timing, then your expectations. Each layer releases as safety grows. This is why patience matters. Rushing surrender is still resistance. Trust feels like slower breath, softer shoulders, less mental noise, more spacious attention. It doesn't feel euphoric, it feels steady. This is how you know trust is real. It's quiet. Let's go deeper here. Collapse says, I can't handle this. Surrender says, I'm here with this. Surrender keeps presence. Collapse abandons it. Trust doesn't mean disengaging from life. It means staying present without trying to dominate the moment. When control arises, try this. Notice the urge to manage. Feel where it lives in the body. Breathe into that space. Say internally, I don't need to solve this right now. Let life respond. This teaches the body something new. I can pause and still be okay. If you're becoming kinder with yourself, more patient, less reactive. You are healing. If control feels exhausting now, it's because you no longer need it the way you once did. And as that realization settles, trust emerges on its own. You don't let go of control because life is safe. You let go because you're becoming safe inside yourself. And when your inner world changes, the outer world responds. Trust stops being something you try to do. It becomes how you live. If this resonated, comment below. I choose trust. And if you're ready to continue living as the I am, not through force, but through healing, presence, and patience, subscribe and join me in the next experience. Remember, you are not the controller. You are not the fear. You are not the old survival pattern. You are the awareness healing itself. You are the presence life reflects. You are the I am